Today I'm going to be talking about the latest YouTube scam that could be lurking around in your email, and maybe you just don't know it. And I want to give a shout out to my fellow content creator here who actually inspired me to make this video for us and our Revealer community. And before I get 2 feet deep into this saga, if you want to grow bigger and you want to get seen on my ticker down below, I want you to comment, let's make it happen, because I'm all about sharing my platform with you as a small and emerging content creator on this journey to grow bigger and bring more value. Listen, no, I am not being melodramatic. I'm not being extra, because you and your channel actually could be at risk if you don't take precautions that I'm going to be going over in this video. Especially if you don't know what to look for. Let's get into it. I've seen channels get demonetized one after the other. Their channels being deleted or being hijacked. It happened to one of the revealers here in the community. Her name is Sandy. Although she was able to get her channel back, it was painstaking and it was a headache. And I don't want something like that to happen to you. And yes, it can happen overnight, or it can happen so fast that you don't have time to do anything about it. And you know what else that these scammers are doing? They not only can change your channel, they can change it into some crypto scam that you won't even be aware of, but that you might be liable for. Yeah, so don't click on it. Don't let curiosity kill the cat, and the cat being your channel. And here's the crazy part. As we continue to grow as creators, the spamming and the scamming seems like it never stops. Not to mention trolling. I want you to be aware. They're coming for you in your emails. They're coming for you in your text message. They're coming for you on your WhatsApp. I actually have an official WhatsApp group, the Revealer community, but I will not reach out to you asking you to contact me via some crazy WhatsApp number. And before we get too deep in it today, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Thumb. I want to talk to you about what really matters on YouTube. Do you think it's a pretty thumbnail? No, not actually. Because if your pretty thumbnail doesn't actually get to click, it's useless. CTR is everything on YouTube. You get a high CTR, your video gets pushed. It just might go viral. You get a low CTR, your video will get buried under the 500,000 plus uploads every day on YouTube. If you're serious about getting views, clicks, and growth, and you want to raise your CTR, I want you to consider trying Thumb, today's sponsor of today's video. And if you want to grow your CTR, I'm going to leave you a link for Thumb down in the description. Now back to the video. As creators, we're protective of our channel, and it's understandable. So when an email says your video has a copyright claim or you've been flagged, our instinct is to check it right away. We're over there clicking all the buttons. The scammers know this. Usually us small content creators fall for this because we care about our work. We've been grinding months and months in order to get monetized or to grow our business. Anything that sounds scary on an email is usually like a 5-bell fire alarm for us, and we end up clicking before we do our due diligence. But I got a question before you decide to click that next email that you haven't validated. If you find yourself walking through the Walmart parking lot, would you actually hand your keys over to your car or to your house to a stranger that you've never met before? No, you wouldn't do that, especially at Walmart. So the same logic applies here. Do not click on some weird emails that does not look familiar to you, that seems to sound kind of official. And the crazy part about this new scam is they're actually using a clip of the AI generated Neil Mohan. You remember him from my last video. Here's their playbook. You get a link and it takes you to a perfectly cloned YouTube email and a YouTube login clone. You enter your info and boom, your password is in their hands just like that. So listen, if you get one of these emails, delete it. Don't click it. Don't reply. And if you've already clicked it, change your password immediately and scan your system for malware. So let's talk about the step-by-step method you're going to use in order to protect your channel. And this is number 1. Use a separate email for your YouTube contact info than the one you usually log in for your main Gmail. Step 2 is very important for you to protect yourself. Use a text or app-based method in order for you to do this authentication method. Step 3, if something feels off about the email, open YouTube manually in a new tab altogether instead of just clicking on that email link. And then step number 4, report the scam to YouTube so others don't get caught. And I'm going to give you some tips on what you could do in order to validate those emails. One of them is using ChatGPT. Here's a little tip for you. If YouTube was actually trying to get in contact with you, you would receive an actual notification in your YouTube studio. That's something that you can look for instead of looking at some emails that seem scammy. You should always make it a good habit to check your channel's permissions and see who you've given access to, especially if you're working with a coach or you're working with a brand. A lot of times you may have given your channel access over to something like Amazon or a brand that you might be working with, or one of your coaches like me. So now that we've gone over all of the things that you should be looking for in these scammy and spammy YouTube streets, I want you to make a deal with me. I want you to protect your channel. And I also want you to keep showing up, and I want you to stay locked in so I can keep showing you how to grow on YouTube, how to grow your business and your brand, and how to grow yourself an awesome and loyal community the safe way and with strategies that won't burn you out, but actually glow you up.